What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction. Back with some more Gyllene Tider. Am I saying it closer? Again, I was told the last time was pretty close, but that I needed to hit the final E of the first word a little harder, so yes, maybe I got closer, maybe I moved farther away. I will continue to try to do my best. But yes, we're going to move now to the 1980 full album, self-titled, and my understanding is that there's a couple tunes here that are re-recorded versions of the tracks that were on the EP, which I skipped over for that very reason, like Billy, for example. But the first tune, according to Google Translate, make sure I have this correctly, translates to "Send a Postcard, Darling," which is hilarious. I hope it really does mean that because it made me laugh when I read it. So again, I won't be able to interpret lyrics here directly, but I look forward to Jeebus and others commenting with insight and or in relation to the lyrics, which, again, knowing that this is very early in Pear's songwriting career, I do wonder the evolution perhaps of his pen over time. In fact, I remember there was one of the tracks on the EP where I think there was a suggestion the lyrics were a bit kind of all over the place, so maybe he became a bit more focused and coherent in his songwriting over time. But again, I love the phrase, at least as Google Translate is providing it, so let's give it a listen. This is the first tune on Gyllene Tider. Am I getting close? Their self-titled 1980 album, and according to Google Translate, it means "Send a Postcard, Darling." I agree. Wow, that's probably my favorite one so far. Like, sonically, it's in sort of this nexus of a bit early 80s punk rock, a bit old style rock and roll, a bit like keyboard supplemented classic rock, sort of like an Doors vibe, which I wouldn't have said before that wicked keyboard line came in, which I really, really enjoy. That was a top element. And again, the drums, they have this very punk energy to them, the guitar work as well. Pear's voice, again, people commented last time when I was like, is that Pear? I'm not sure. And they said that is indeed Pear, so yeah, if that's the case, then that's clearly Pear again. And we have lines here in English, I think multiple lines, including Please Mr. Postman, a song famously by the Marvelettes, one of the original like big hits from the Motown label, which I have reacted to. And long story short, I think that song is incredibly well written because it's about this girl who wants to hear from her guy who's far away, but because of that, she ends up having this like surrogate relationship with the postman, saying like, well, you gotta come give me a letter, and how dare you not give me a letter, like, I thought we had this understanding that you need to pass along letters from my guy. So it ends up being this like layered or tiered emotional experience where she's sort of living her relationship vicariously through this postman, waiting to hear from her actual boyfriend. So it's like a very cleverly written song. So Send Me a Postcard, Darling sounds like maybe we're doing some of that here in this song, and maybe, having a cheeky overt reference to the Marvelettes song. So yeah, maybe I didn't hear that right, but it sounded like there was not only that line, but there was like another line in English near the end. So yeah, again, I wait to see what people have to say about this one, but just a rocking tune. Love the keyboard layer, lots of energy, a bit of a punk feel. So yeah, not only nothing to complain about, but much to praise. And if that was indeed a live recording, meaning sometimes studio recorded songs feature like clapping to just give it a bit of that live atmosphere, or it's literally people in the studio like giving their applause for what they've just heard. So I don't know, it was like a small enough applause that maybe it wasn't in like a club or like a actual live concert recording. But whatever the case, I agree with those people at the end. It was a really great performance of a rockin' tune. Love the elements, curious about the lyrics. Let me know, and I will see you next time. Peace.